Right? We're British, we know. Never acceptable queue bunch. Some people think they're excuses. Like if you're late. Not an excuse. I was waiting to check in at an airport the other day. This woman comes barging to the front of the queue and proffers this bullshit. Sorry, excuse me, sorry. I've got to get a flight. Well, no shit, Sherlock. We're in a fucking airport. Why do you think I'm here? To buy a big Toblerone? Oh, please, let me get out of your way with these suitcases, which I just take with me everywhere. Is what I wanted to say. Yeah, unfortunately, as I'm British, that came out as, please, after you. The celebrity queue barge, that's not acceptable. I've seen that happen as well. In Disneyland, in the park, huge queues, Thunder Mountain, 45 minutes. All of a sudden, I see this little precocious, kind of jumped up Disney star, this little kind of Justin Bieber type, right? With his entourage, swept to the front of the queue. All the Yanks were fine with it. I'm sorry, I'm British, I had to say something. Had a full-blown argument with his manager then and there. She kept name-dropping this show he was in like I gave a shit. She kept going, he's from Make-A-Wish. I was like, never heard of it! Arrogant little bastard wearing a cap so no one would recognise him. She kept going, he's not done long. I was like, we've all got places to be now. Wow, that one divided the room. Don't worry, that one is a joke. Obviously, I didn't actually say that. But I thought of it, so I'm going to hell. I can't sleep on the planes as well. I can't sleep on the plane because I sleep with my eyes open. Medical condition, not just a habit from boarding school. Apparently 4% of the population sleep with their eyes open. Does anyone else sleep with their eyes open? No one. Well, there might be something we don't know, they've just nodded off. Mine's not the whole way, but if I fall asleep with my contact lenses in, it's pretty peculiar. A friend of mine photographed me recently, passed out in public. This is the look we're going for. Oh yeah. Hello ladies. God, that's an embarrassing photo for me to have to show you. Please don't tell anyone that I was on a bus. I know. So bad, this situation. Someone said something to me once on a plane. They complained to me on a plane, which I was so upset about. I was like, it is a medical condition, right? But now, looking back on it with a bit of distance, I can kind of see it from my fellow passenger's perspective, because he did not know that I slept with my eyes open. Also, not the only trick that my body plays on me when I fall asleep. Yeah, a couple of you are ahead of me here. Yeah, I imagine it was quite unnerving for this passenger that for the entirety of a 2-hour flight, every time he turned to his right, the passenger in the seat next to him appeared to be sat there, gazing into his eyes, drool tumbling from my bottom lip, nursing a semi. I'm a nervous flyer as well. They don't help nervous flyers, do they? Can we get rid of the safety demonstration already? Why do we have that still? Why do we have to start every flight with them performing a little pantomime entitled The Horrific Ways You Could Die on This Plane? If you're going to keep it as well, update it, alright? I get it, okay? We're not putting on life jackets on a day-to-day basis. Ditto, oxygen mask. But can I speak for us all when I say, Manchester, we have got the seatbelt fastening down? What do they think will happen if they leave that bit out of the demo? Every time those little lights ping on in a plane, it just descends into chaos. People trying to ram the buckle into their eye socket. It's not working! Excuse me, look, not working! We have a routine on planes and we're used to the routine. No one questions the routine. I'm the guy who questions the routine. Here we are, this is some everyday material, relatable stuff. Planes, we've all been on them. Everyman comedian. So, anyway, I'm in my flatbed on the top deck, and I'm doing something that we've all done loads of times before on the plane. Lifting up the blind for takeoff and landing. And for the first time ever, I decided I would ask the stewardess why I had to lift up the blind for takeoff and landing. It is a question that I regret asking. Because I have fact-checked her response, and this is the genuine reason on the Civil Aviation website. I said, "Madam, out of interest, why do I have to lift up the blind for takeoff and landing?" She looked at me. Do you know what she said? She went, "Well, sir, if something were to go wrong with the engine, you are the pilot's eyes." I beg your fucking pardon? I'm not ready for that level of responsibility! And no one told me that when I purchased the ticket! I was very much under the impression that I was travelling in the capacity of passenger, not fucking co-pilot! Also, I think you may have picked the wrong guy. I'm the guy you want keeping an eye out for engine failure. This guy is your lookout, really? Also, how does that scenario play out in your head, out of interest, where we do be nose diving towards the ground, and I look out of the window and see smoke billowing from the engine? I'm meant to what? Just amble up to the cockpit, pop my head through the door. Awfully sorry, gents, your eyes in the back here. I don't know when you're aware of this, but one of the wings has fallen off. You might want to buckle up. I will send someone through to show you how it's done. Thank you.